G'day everyone, Treble here, just bringing another video in my Gemstone Legends Guide series. In this one, we're going to focus solely on raid boss hits. Now this one will be for the intermediate to advanced players, so for the newer players, this may not be the video that you would want to watch. However, I encourage you to watch it for when you do obtain more of these heroes. So getting into it, we've got Skyron today, 6.6 raid boss. We've got Drahos to res Stenko to provide lots of mana. I've got Celeste with the Guardian Angel Relic. I've got Mayra here, who you can. I've got the Immortal Relic with her, but I guess if you need the extra accuracy, then you can put on the Flawless Relic. Important that you land decrease defense and vulnerability as much and as often as possible. So that Elgath with the Golden Cyclone Relic can do as much damage as possible. So how does this team work? When the raid boss fires, he's going to kill Stenko and provide mana. Like what I just did there, Elgath can also do the same by firing. You then use Drahos to res him, and the world goes around, and you've got Celeste to also do top up mana. You can tell that I didn't bring a spell shield based hero because I've got the tank's nectar here. I've got the major and the minor one. What you want to do is, depending on the raid boss's move turn, is decide when you want to use the major one. This the tank's nectar here, it's going to last for 4 turns, right? And the raid boss is moving twice before that 4 turn is up. So in this circumstance, I'm going to put it on. Now, when you put it on, it also increases your defense. So here you can see that I'm going to lay it on and then fire Elgath, and it won't kill Stenko. I'm getting close to death, but won't quite kill him, which is what I want, because I want the raid boss to kill him. So then I can res him again just to produce more mana. Now, where possible, you want to avoid giving gems to the raid boss. So in this turn, I've made 1 match, and then I end up wasting moves by just shifting around some gems. Reason being is that there's not much blue on the field at the moment, and if I match too much away, it's going to give him a higher chance of matching those gems. Although I've got the tank's elixir, he deals quite a bit of damage. So I don't want to encourage him to do extra damage to me, right? I have used the health pot here just to make sure that Elgath is fully topped up so he can fire twice, and then I can res him. This time round, before I res Stenko, I am actually going to use Celeste to then top up the mana on my heroes, and then I can fire Elgath a second time. This is generally the right order that you will utilize. You can play around with it and do things how you like. Doing it in this way just provides extra certainty if you're doing it the same way every time. as you can see here, I wasn't focused enough and didn't put on the Tank's Nectar, which then froze the dry horse. This meant that I was forced to utilize the revive elixirs. However, if you do it right, you don't need to utilize them. Generally, the revive elixir is there to revive Elgath in the event the raid boss gets a massive cascade and wipes him out, which is possible, right? It doesn't happen in this take, which is good, and that will come down a lot to your board control and minimizing the amount of times they can fire their special ability and the amount of times that they then hit Elgath is reduced. Okay, so as you can see, you can get upwards of 2 million damage. There'll be people with better built Elgaths than me, but you can see 1.35 in the first attempt and then 2.3 in the second attempt, and if I duplicate that, that puts me well and truly over 5 million damage for this raid boss, which is quite good. Not everyone's going to be able to, in every guild, they're not going to be able to hit general chest, so you can make up for the shortfalls of some other players, but they'll make up for you on other raid bosses. Let me know what you think below, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. I plan to do the same for our green and red raid bosses up next. Take it easy.